are comedians, but I was outside before the show, and there was a little boy came up to me, and he asked me for food, and I don't have food. I said, I don't have food, but I can give you some time on the mic. So please welcome Scram, the littlest street urchin!
Sorry, don't mean to bother you. I'm sorry, excuse me. Sorry, don't mean to bother you. Oh. Hello. Hi, my name is Scram, and I'm just a little street urchin, and I just was wondering if any of you had some scraps. That's all I need in this world. It's just some scraps to eat, because I ain't got nothing to eat and nobody to take care of me, please. My name, people call me Scram, but that's not really my name, because I really don't have a name. My parents died before they could give me a name, but whenever I go up and ask someone for scraps, they always say Scram. So that's now my name on the streets. You know, it's not much, but when you ain't got a name, your name means everything to you. So it's, you know. But I'll do anything for scraps. I could tell you my whole life story. If anyone has any questions for me, I could answer them for some scraps. Any questions about my life?
How tall are you?
Why, I'm just 3 feet tall. I know it's a measly amount, but I'm sure I'll grow. I'm only 6. Any other questions?
What happened to your parents?
Well, my parents were crushed in a freak accident that was involving a trash compactor. They was going inside to get some food. And I should have warned the man in the front of the truck. But he didn't know about them, so then they were dead. And I want to remind you that this was happening immediately after my birth. Because I hadn't yet named me. So my mother gave birth to me, and her and my pops crawled into it. A garbage truck and died. So that's that story. And my parents died. Any other questions?
Do you have any hobbies?
What was that?
Any hobbies?
Well, are you also from where I come from?
Yes.
Piss Pit. It's a little place, but anyways, any hobbies? Yeah, well, I mean, I'll have to pick up hobbies just to get some scraps. I learned how to do tap dancing, but it's tough because I do have 2 peg legs. So, as you can see, I'm short. So, that's a small one. I also, that's one of my main hobbies. Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions?
Where do you live?
Well, I live on the streets. I'm currently subletting for a rat. Because it was a bunch of rats were living there and I was living there too. And then the talent agent came up and said, does anybody here have any hobbies? And I started tap dancing, but he said, actually, I just want that rat. He looks so interesting. I think I'll just take him. So I'm subletting for that rat right now. It's in a pipe. And a pipe's small. It's for a rat, so I can only really fit one of my arms in it. It keeps my arms dry. Any other questions?
What's your favorite scrap?
My favorite scrap I ever got was a cob of corn. Unfortunately, it was the oldest cob of corn ever. It was from an Egyptian pharaoh. So it was incredibly hard. I tried to eat it, but I bit into it and it broke all my teeth at the same time. so I don't have no teeth. If you're wondering, I had to take the kernels out of the piece of corn and just put them in instead of the teeth. So if you was wondering why my teeth was so black and yellow, it's because it's pieces of maize, Egyptian maize. Yeah, so I've got Egyptian maize in my mouth. But I can't eat it, because if I do, then I can't eat everything else again, because I need my teeth. Anything else? Any other questions? favourite colour is probably grey. Any other questions?
Who raised you?
What?
Who raised you?
Well, I was raised by the rain and by the wind and by those rats that I was mentioning. You know, so my parents, they gave birth to me, immediately jumped into a dump truck and got crushed. And so I was a baby on the side of the street, and the garbage man went back and looked in the bed of the truck and went, oops. And then he heard me crying there, and he said, well, I guess I got to take you to the dump because you're at the curb. So I was just raised in a dump by a bunch of rats and by a cockroach. And so that's, that's my family. And I thank them for everything I have, which is nothing. So what basically I'm saying is, thanks for nothing. You stupid, filthy rats and your cockroach. Any other questions?
What do rats do for fun?
What's that?
What do rats do for fun?
Well, they bite any sores you have. That's something. For their fun, you mean, right? Because it's not fun for me. But yeah, sometimes I nibble on a sore. Any other questions?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, what I want to be most of all is probably an airplane pilot. But they don't let people that are 3 feet tall be the airplane pilots, so most likely I'll just end up being the cart that they put the sodas on. And the flight attendants just say, put forward, and I'm like, oh, sorry. So that's really, for me, that's the highest I can aim in my life. That would be a dream come true if I was allowed to carry seltzer and ginger ale and be told what to do by a bunch of very angry, tired adults. One more question, maybe. I'll take one more question. I'll take another question. That's a little personal. Another question.
What's the worst thing you ever did for a scrap?
What the worst thing I ever did for a scrap? Oh, you don't want to know the worst thing I ever did for a scrap. We'll have to take another question. One more question.
How'd you get your peg legs?
Well, those, there's another trash compactor. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't had good luck with trash compactors. Now, yeah, I was putting my leg in there because that's the only place sometimes you can get warm, is because of all the greenhouse gas emissions and methane. So sometimes I warm myself in the methane, and then it was the same guy actually pressed my legs, and then he came back and he was like, oops. I was like, fool me twice, shame on me. So yeah, thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please see me after.